Hi, Scorpios. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to your May 2026 singles prediction. I am going to have no past and no exes in this reading. So that will be for those of you that are truly single and do not want your past to return. I have some charms. I have some initials. I have lots of loving messages. Please use this reading to help you to manifest the love that you are worthy and deserving of, or to confirm some energy that may be coming into your life now. So let's see what our angels have, our spirit guides have, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see what we have for our Scorpio. Spirit, I ask you for loving messages. What is it that you have for us today? What is it that you need us to hear? I am listening for you now. I have a letter, communication. Okay, so my Libras had a letter. My Aries had a letter today. The card is just like coming right to the surface. Communication, hearing from somebody, a text message. Let's see what else they're saying. I have a veil, secrets, nothing to uncover. Okay, so a little bit of are they hiding behind something? Have they been holding back? Am I seeing it clearly happening? So I might be thinking about somebody, wondering what they're thinking. I have a wolf, loyalty and protective instincts. So that came into me as a strong divine masculine, almost like an alpha male energy. So you could have somebody that you're just kind of wondering what they're thinking. There's a little bit of a lone wolf energy. They're used to doing things alone. They're used to kind of doing their own thing. So I think there's a lot of people that feel that way when it's like, I want a relationship, but I like my space too. And people struggle with that. And that could be you also. Bottom of the deck, I have a sun, joy, clarity, and thriving connection. So a little bit of the sun comes out, brightens your day. I'm just going to say, I like the way I just said this sense of brightness for some reason. They could see your light, right? They could see how you shine. Just this bright energy. I feel like it's all energy. It's how they see you. It's kind of like you're the shining light in the dark. Everybody else is pessimistic and negative and, kind of, hitting rock bottom, and you're the one who looks at the positive. You're the one who sees things positively. So they could be really picking up on that. They could really see that I need to be with somebody who isn't going to drag me down with them. So maybe your energy is the key, that just this kind of beautiful light around you. I have a Four of Swords. I have a Queen of Cups. I have a Two of Cups. I have a Nine of Pentacles. I have a feeling that your healing energy, you have a lot of healing energy is how I feel. I feel that you have spent a lot of time healing yourself. So therefore you are in a good place. And you're also probably in a position to heal others, that you have a lot of experience with how to feel better, how to do the right things, how to take care of yourself in some way. How to love yourself. So you could be somebody that can guide others who need that support, need that love. So they could see that in you. I love that. I feel like they're saying charmed. They're saying charmed. I'm charmed right from the beginning. Okay. So there's a sense of this person is charming. There's a sense of I'm charmed is how it came into me. So let's see what this is saying. I have the Two of Cups and the Queen of Cups. And it's interesting because these little waves, can you see the little ridges around the bottom of the glass and the water? It was ripple. It was like the ripple effect, that I throw the penny in the water and, it ripples. when you touch me, when you look at me, when you hold me, when you say something, it's like this ripple effect of emotion. And I didn't even realize that I was missing it until it came into my life. I didn't even realize how much I missed it until you started saying those things. I didn't realize how much I missed holding somebody's hand or being kissed until you kissed me. So there's this, it's a ripple effect in a positive way. There's a sense of expansion. It's pushing it out into the universe, this loving energy, and I know that it's going to come back to me. I have a 10 of Wands. I have a Knight of Wands. I have a Devil. And I have a Knight of Pentacles. The Devil is coming into me more as a, if I told you how much I wanted you, you'd probably wouldn't want to be with me. You know, like I want to sleep with you really bad. So I get it. You know, there's connections that happens, that I'm just so physically attracted to you and I can't wait to be with you. But I don't think they come on that way. I feel like that's what they're thinking. They're just, you tempt them. You're a temptation to them, and you could get me in big trouble energy. You know, like you're the type of person I could fall in love with. You're the person that I could be head over heels for. So some people, you know, that makes them nervous. And for some, you know, instead of being excited about it and saying, wow, I could really see myself falling for you, they start backpedaling, thinking, I could be really caught up. My heart could be really caught up. And, you know, they start going down the path of, you're the type of person that I could fall in love with, and you're the type of person that could really hurt me. So there's a little bit of fear here as well. I want to go with this Knight of Cups and this Magician for a minute, because they're saying a powerful energy. They're saying that it's, can you find somebody and you have no choice to fall in love with them? Yes. I really do believe that, you know, and sometimes we're in situations where it's not convenient to be in love with them. I'm not putting you in a third party situation. There could be a situationship. There could be an obstacle. There could be a challenge. But at the end of the day, I couldn't help falling in love with you. I couldn't stop falling. I can't stop falling in love with you. Okay. So I do feel like there's people that come into our life that no matter how hard we try, you're going to fall in love with this person. They're going to fall in love with you, regardless of what's going on around you. Okay. Yes, we have goodwill and we say no, but we could be in love with each other and say no. We could put boundaries around each other because it's the right thing to do, but we're still going to fall in love. I know I'm going to fall in love. So, I guess I knew I was going to fall in love with you. That's how it's coming into me. So whether you fall in love fast, whether you saw it right from the beginning, whether you're trying to get your arms around it, all of the above, I feel. Let's see what they're saying. I don't want to put you in a love triangle. So it could be I have to walk away from this for somebody, because I'm not going to get myself involved in anything like that. I have a messy situation. It's complicated. Yeah, I would be in agreement with that. I wasn't expecting you to come into my life. Okay. Doesn't mean that we can't overcome it. It doesn't mean I don't want this. I wasn't expecting this. The timing, you know, is, but I always like to think that if spirit wants you to be together, then the timing is perfect. Somebody's got to get themselves out of a situation, or they have to cut strings or ties before this starts. So those are decisions that we make based on free will. But you could have something that we have to take a look at. I have a soulmate chemistry. I have religion, different cultures, different backgrounds. Would our family approve of this connection? Some families are strict, believe it or not, even in this day of age, that, you know, they see you with a certain type of person and that's what they want. And they don't think you'll be happy otherwise. But is that what you want? You know, you get to pick. You get to pick who you want to be with. So that's always a hard one. I have a marriage. Yeah, there's a sense of this person coming into your life. I don't know what the best example would be. Like you could have been with somebody else and that's the person that you thought you were going to marry. And then somebody comes into your energy and you're like, no, this is the person I'm supposed to be with. So it could be I have to end something to be with somebody. Okay. For some of you, not all of you. Yeah. Bottom of the deck, I have a love triangle. So I have intimacy and I want to take a closer look. So before I get involved, before I even think about this, I better know what I'm getting into, okay? Because somebody's going to get hurt and you don't want it to be you. So find out up front, okay? You know, like what am I getting into? There's a sense of, what is this? You know, who are you? Where do we go from here? All of those kinds of questions. And those are important questions to ask. They really are. Let's get some initials. I'm hoping that there's nothing like somebody has to get divorced. You know, I wouldn't want that for you. But we could have weird strings attached. They're in the middle of a divorce. They're not quite through their divorce. Something like that could be going on. So there could be some kind of something. All right, let's get a handful of these. And these are first initials, last initials. Let's see what they have for you for clues. I have a G. I have an F. I have a J. I have an N. I have an E. U. I have an X. I'm going to put this U over here because it's lining up with the F, and I'm not really interested in the FU. So here we go. Let's do this. E. I have a Y. I have another F. I'm going to put it down here. I have a V. I have a C. An I. A T. An E, and I have the letter L today. Okay, so those could be connecting to some of you. And let's get the double letters and we'll get some more messages. So first letter, second letter of a first name, last name. Let's see. Somebody, you might be thinking of somebody, some of you. Let's see. What do we have? I have a D-O, B-E, G-A, J-U, okay, slippery cards. I have a K-A, T-I, C-H, T-H, A-A, H-A, R-Y, and I have an R-O. So for some of you, that could definitely feel like, oh my God, that's my person. And I can't believe you just said that. Let's see what else they want you to know. Tell me more. What is going on around this energy? Why are you bringing something up, Spirit, that it's like a little bit of a warning bell? So we want to make sure there's nothing going on with this person. I have muscular. Okay, I'm really physically attracted to this person. I'm not looking for an affair. Be careful that, you know, somebody's just looking for physical. I have full lips. I can't wait to kiss your lips. Social media. Did we meet online and I need to know more? Socially awkward. I don't know if they're socially awkward. Maybe they don't need to be the center of attention, or maybe they're like the black sheep in their family. I don't know if they're socially awkward, but maybe I like the tattoos. I think they have tattoos. I'm youthful. I'm playful. I'm still young. I have dominant. Okay. I have extroverted. Yeah, there's a lot of kind of wow energy around this person. So I could be struggling with I'm high chemistry. Okay. There's something about this person that really is kind of checking all the boxes for you, or they are, there's a sense of a wild side to them, but it's exciting to you. Like maybe you just like their energy, the chemistry, there's definitely a wow effect. There's something that turns you on about this person. And maybe it's been a long time that you've been, kind of this into somebody. You will see them in person this month. Meet them this month. Their last name has 2 syllables. They're an earth sign. Okay, so a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Blue eyes. Okay, a little bit of a piercing blue eye energy there. Very physically active. I would say they have a hot body. And I also feel like they see you as very hot. I think that, it's kind of a wow, you're hot energy on both sides. And it's super high chemistry. And then there's a be careful sign behind it, so I want to be careful. Has dreams about you. That feels like I'm texting you and I'm kind of sharing, kind of sexy thoughts about what I want to do to you and what are you wearing and, things like that. Has a tattoo. Okay. And your paths will cross after you make a final decision. So maybe it's you that have strings attached. Maybe it's you that has to give up something, and this person is kind of waiting for you and says, I don't want all this kind of drama around me. I don't want crazy around me. If you decide that you want to be with me, then yeah, I want to be with you too. But maybe somebody's pushing you away, saying, I'm not going to be the other person. I'm not going to put myself in that situation. So somebody's got some high respect and at the same time, of course, is attracted to you. So it's a very tempting connection. Put it that way. Very, very sensual. I have a Libra energy. What's this guy? I have an Aquarius. Some letters. I have a letter Z. I have a letter L. Okay. I said sheep a minute ago. So this is a red sheep, but I did feel like a black sheep. Okay. So I'm going to go with, I'm not like my family. I kind of go by the beat of my own drum. I don't, not that I don't listen to anybody, but I do my own thing. I'm not going to have anybody tell me what to do. I'm a grown person, something like that. I have a camel. I'll go the distance. That felt like I'll go the distance. If somebody has to cut ties in order to be together, the other person's saying, but I really want you for a long time. I really can see us together for a long time. So camels can go a long distance with, with whatever water they're able to hold. They can go miles and miles and a long time without getting water again. So I have a bag of some kind that feels like a designer bag. It feels like a present in the future. It feels like somebody buys you a gift. And I have a queen. So I do feel like this person is very good to whoever they're with when they're with them. So I would say they're very generous. I would say that they treat you right. They're probably a gift giver. They like to, I don't know, spoil you. I feel like somebody, I want to spoil you. And there's not a lot of people that want to do that. I'm going to say that they like it. I want to spoil you. I feel like that's how they treat the people who they're with. If they're in a relationship with somebody, they definitely spoil them. Okay. I want to use that word because I feel like that's what's going on. I have a tricycle. Now, I'm going to say I have kids around me, but I don't necessarily feel like they could be a little bit older, but I think they're just showing me the tricycle just to let me know that there's kids involved, but they could be older. That, yeah, I have kids, you have kids, or there's kids on some side. Okay. So I think that is going on. I don't think that makes or breaks this connection. I feel like Spirit's is letting me know that there's kids in the picture somewhere. I have 2 keys that are identical. Now, I would say not only keys to my heart, but I'm going to say identical keys. Key to a front door, key to a home in the future. We both have the same key and gets us into our home. So part of me feels like it's a metaphor for literally having a key to that front door. The blow dryer is a little bit more of a let me treat you energy, the spoil energy. You know what? I'll pay for your hair. I'll pay for your nails. Book a salon day, book a spa day, something like that. So I do feel like, again, it goes into that kind of spoiling category. And then I have a sun. I have this kind of new beginning. I like that. I have beautiful red lips. I love your lips. That's also coming into me as you're very sexy. Okay, these kind of red lips, and I can't wait to kiss your lips, something like that. And then I have this pink sneaker, but I feel like it's more of a sneaker collection. White sneakers, different brands, different sneakers for different things. So somebody who maybe a little bit obsessed with shoes and sneakers in particular. Okay, so lots of sneakers for some reason. They could play sports. Maybe they need them for sports, but I think they wear them for every day. I don't even know if it's necessarily connected to sports. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you need me to know? What is it you want me to hear? I have a 5 of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles. I have an Ace of Wands. And I have a Hermit. It feels like it hasn't always been easy. I feel like it's a story about it hasn't always been easy. And I do have a tendency to guard myself because I've been alone for so long. And I am struggling with, first of all, this person or you are not going to take yourself from a hermit situation, put yourself into a third party situation. You're just not going to do it. So somebody has to get out of some kind of situation in order for this to start. So I just feel like I've been through too much to do that. And I like my independence too much. This is definitely coming into me as I'm wild about you. Look at the fox racing. I'm wild about you. I don't think that we or this person is going to deny that. I feel like they're very tempted by you. You totally turn them on. You totally are what they have been looking for. But there's a but, and it's a but on either side. There's a but somewhere. So until that is removed, it's kind of like I'm trying to either stay away from you because you're too tempting. I could fall in love with you if I haven't already. I don't want to make things worse, is how Spirit's saying it. So I'm trying to be smart. I'm trying to make it so that somebody doesn't have a broken heart. I have a 9 of Cups. I have an 8 of Cups. I have a King of Swords and a Queen of Swords. I don't feel like either one of you can walk away from this love. I feel that, like I said earlier, can somebody come into your life and you fall in love with them and you didn't think you should fall in love with them, but you did? Yeah. And this is kind of like neither one of us want to walk away from this love. Neither one of us want to let this love go. So there's definitely some big decision that needs to be made here. And it's a little bit of the ball is in your court. I feel like the ball is in your court for some reason. You know, sometimes you just fall in love. You know, I wasn't expecting this. I'm in love with somebody I can't have. You know, it could be like that. Spirit, please share with me. Doesn't mean you won't be together. It just means that in the beginning, am I falling in love with somebody I can't have? Am I falling in love with somebody that the hurdle is pretty high to get over? Then you say to yourself, well, why would Spirit put somebody in front of me that I'm not supposed to have? Love's true path. Trust that you are on the right path to discovering true love. The universe is aligning circumstances to lead you to a relationship where love flows naturally and effortlessly. So is this the true love? Is this the path that you're supposed to be on? Only you and your person can answer that. I have love's trust in the strength and the resilience of your love. This trust creates a solid foundation for your relationship, allowing it to weather any storm and grow stronger. If this love is meant to be, then whatever obstacle, whatever circumstance, whatever strings, they will be removed. Spirit knows what they need to do. So if it's meant to be and you're supposed to be together, you guys will overcome all of those things. So that's how you have to look at it. Is it twin flame? It could be a twin flame. Maybe that's, you're meeting your twin flame when you least expect it. Achieving harmony with your twin flame through understanding and compassion. This balance creates a loving, supportive relationship that nurtures both partners' growth and well-being. Twin flames have a tendency to come into you and create kind of havoc in your life. And because the chemistry is so high, you can't define it. You can't wrap your head around it. So that could be going on for some of you. Spirit, when is this happening? What is going on? What is going on for my Scorpios today? Let's see. By the end of the week, am I going to get some answers? The number 51. I have May. Oh, this is all coming down. This is all going to happen in May. I have the next couple of days. Do you have a lot of energy happening around you right now? It's amazing chemistry and terrible timing. That is probably what you're saying. Like, why now? Why did this love come into my life now? And what am I going to do? So part of me feels like you've got to trust. You've got to trust that what is best for you, your higher good, your future self, that you make the best decision for you. But I think that there is, it's pretty going to be crazy and a little bit of a wild ride. And, if that's, I think that, maybe you just can't help it. You're not going to be able to prevent it. But I do feel like somebody really wants to be with you. And I do feel like whoever this is, they're very, very good to the people who they are in a relationship with. And I think at the end of the day, they're going to spoil you to death. So let's put this out into the universe and ask Spirit to guide you both. It's a big one. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. I want to thank you for being here. If you're new to this channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you for your comments. Claim it, own it, it's yours. If you would like to book a private reading with me, please visit my website, KathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com. I uploaded a couple of new readings in my website, some half-hour love readings. You may be interested in those, and you may be interested in the mini reading. That's a recorded 10-minute reading on my website. So if you want a more personal reading, check that out. And the link is in the description. I hope you enjoyed your reading. It's going to be a wild ride, and we will see where you end up. My Scorpios, we'll see you soon.